let's get into what are you going to do every day? What is some action? What is some things that I need to do to make money, Raul? I'm tired of watching your videos about mindset. I hate them. You know you love them. All right, I'm going to teach you what? I'm going to tell you in a couple steps what you should do, and then I'm going to give you action items. You got to be strategic, okay? You can't just run around with your chicken, like a chicken with his head cut off, whatever, and kind of like going about your day like, oh, I got a call, answer the call. Oh my God, I got this, write it down. Oh wow, I got to do this. And that's how, to be honest, that's how I ran my business for the first 2 years. And I wish I was more strategic. I would have been way further than I am now. So, what do I mean by being strategic? The best step I can give you is use a VTO. What is a VTO? It's a Vision Traction Organizer. What it is that there's a book called Traction, and it talks about how to run companies in a very systematic way, what they call the EOS, Entrepreneurial Operating System. So I'll recommend getting the book Traction by Gino Wickman, or looking them up on YouTube and just watching a couple videos, get familiar. But if you don't want to read the book yet, that's okay. You don't have to. Get the VTO, which I'm putting down here. You can click it. It's going to be part of your action plan. And just fill out the VTO the best you can, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Just fill it out the best you can and just use it. And with the VTO, what it talks about in the book is there's going to be issues. There's an issues list. Issues are what you haven't, what you need to do or what hasn't been done to reach your goals. It's an issue, right? Oh, I'm not getting enough leads. Issue. Make sense? So do an IDS meeting by yourself or with leadership. What is an IDS meeting? Identify, discuss, and solve. That's IDS, okay? So first things, you get the VTO. It's a 2-page business plan. Fill it out the best you can. And then you're gonna do IDS meetings by yourself, which is identify, discuss, and solve. So what is the IDS? You identify your issues that you're having in your business from the week before. And if you're starting off, just what are the issues? I don't know what to do. That's an issue. I don't have enough money, issue. And then you discuss it, which is you get to the root of the issue. I don't know what to do. Maybe the root is you haven't pursued what to do. Maybe you haven't bought the course yet. Maybe you haven't got coaching yet. Maybe you haven't done enough free research on YouTube. You haven't listened to enough podcasts. The root issue is you haven't taken action to do it. Make sense? Discuss it. Then solve it. All right, what can you do to change that? Well, maybe I can listen to some podcasts. Maybe I can go on a YouTube channel. Maybe I can buy that course. Maybe I can, write this down. Maybe I can send my first piece of mail, et cetera, et cetera. IDS, okay? And I'll probably find a link to, I maybe should record one of our IDS meetings, or I'll find a link to something that'll help you with the IDS stuff, okay? And then, so when you do the issues, discussions, and solve, when you solve stuff, those are to-do things, right? So let's take that example. I don't know what to do. I just started. I don't know what to do. Issue. Okay, the root is I haven't learned what to do. You don't know what you don't know. I said in one of the previous videos. So you haven't learned anything. You haven't gone out of your comfort zone and learned something. What do you do to solve that? Go learn something, right? Listen to 3 podcasts this week. Listen to 10 or watch 10 YouTube videos this week. Or, have that coaching call with that coach, or buy that coaching product, or buy that course, et cetera, okay? Do those to-dos that solve this S part, do those to-dos first on your to-do list. So this is all crossed out, but this is like what my to-do list looks like. So I have my 3 companies, Wholesale, Centurion, RB Media, and then I categorize it. And then, MLS scripts, morning, daily accountability, SEO cheat sheet, blah, 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 blah. These I determine from doing this. I hope that makes sense. And you can have a to-do list on a piece of paper like I do, or you can put it on an iPad or on a tablet, whatever you want, okay? Do those to-dos first. It's key, okay? And then all the other shit later. Do those to-dos first. I don't want to hear an excuse, because actually in this meeting, this IDS 90-minute meeting, it's timed, and it's gonna take 5 minutes to go over the to-dos you did the week before, if you did them or not. And if you didn't do them, those become an issue. So you better do them, or it's gonna be an issue if you keep not doing it. So let's say next week happens, and you're doing your IDS meeting with yourself, and the issue is still, I don't know what to do, or on the to-do list is listen to 3 podcasts, watch 10 YouTube videos, and you didn't do it, so that becomes an issue. Why didn't you do that? Well, the root cause is, You know, maybe you're scared, maybe you're tired, who knows? Okay, action plans. So to make things simple, of things to do every day, it usually ties into talk to sellers and make offers. Those are the two things that you somewhat should be doing every day. Whether it's you talking to sellers or somebody else, or whether it's you making the offers to somebody else, usually actions in this business, you gotta do these two things to be successful. Action plan. Fill out the VTO that I have it below. Do your first 90-minute IDS meeting and write it down in a notebook. Oh man, I don't have my notebook. Yeah, look, I have my notebook. Let me show you what our IDS meeting looks like. So I just found a random one. So IDS 0220, good stuff. It starts with good stuff. You write some of the good stuff down. Quarterly goals, you write down your quarterly goals. IDS, well, this is a bad one, okay? This is not a good example. You know, accountability, blah, 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 solve the issues. Then at the end, this is a poorly done one. At the end, I should have a to-do list. So that's a poorly done one. Maybe I got a better one over here. But you guys get my drift, right? So maybe this is a better one. Segue, scorecard, rocks, quarterly goals. You know, all the quarterly goals. Here are the issues. You see D and then S. And then at the end, you got to-dos. And I do this with Louis, which is my leadership team, which is a COO. See, he has this task. Louis, Raul, Louis, Raul. Those are the tasks we do. So then you write down your to-do list and do it. I hope this is all starting to make sense. Get over your fears, get the right mindset. Make sure you're in this to get skill set so you're always rich and you're always making money. Do the right thing strategically. You hear me? Love you guys. See you in the next video.